Alright, what is going on, guys? Dark Anubis here on the new YouTube channel, Dark Anubis 2. And we're going to start off this channel with a ranking of all the Friday the 13th films. I got one, I got two, I got three, I got all of them. So far, so good. So, we're going to change this real quick. We're going to put God tier. We're going to put good. We're going to put over here in B. We're going to put okay. We're gonna put meh, and then this is gonna be trash. Okay, so let's start the ranking. Sorry, we're I'm gonna start off by doing the first film. I'm probably gonna do it in order. I might skip one to do an easier one, but we'll see. So first, I'm gonna be doing the first film. As you guys know, the first film has Pamela Voorhees. It doesn't have Jason, and this definitely has to go in God tier. It's a great movie, great characters, ending the ending fight scenes were really good, and it's pretty solid. Probably the one I go back to the most, and it might be my favorite out of all of them. I actually have two favorites, which I'll get to later, but this is one of them. So then we have Friday the 13th Part 2, which I will put in. Um, you know what? I'll put it in God tier. Not better than the first one, in my opinion, but it does have Sackhead Jason, which I like. Solid characters, solid plot. It's the first time we actually get to see Jason. He doesn't have the hockey mask yet, but he has the sack head, and I like it. I like the film. The final girl is one of the best girls in the whole franchise, if not the best. So, I actually forgot the name of her. My bad. But yeah, solid film. Definitely on the God tier. Friday the 13th Part 3. Um, the first time we get the hockey mask, and it's a. I'm gonna put in good. Yeah, I'm gonna put in good. It's a good movie, not God tier. Characters are meh. I mean, I'm not a fan of them. Um, the 3D effects are kind of in the way sometimes. It's not a good 3D. Solid ending. As a solid ending, I'll give it that. Solid fight scenes. Solid Jason. But it isn't God tier. I'll leave it in good for now. So we're gonna go to final chapter. This might be controversial, but I'm gonna put it in good. In front of part three, obviously. It's a really good movie. One of them, I think it might be the highest ranked amongst fans. But I literally just saw it like a few minutes ago. I watched the whole thing over again. I mean, we get Jarvis, his sister. The cast is pretty good. Some solid characters. I don't know. It has some repetitive things. Like for example, when they throw themselves or they jump off like windows. There's like four scenes where that happens, so that's too much. Um, Bunch of sex scenes on this one. Um, Characters. I'm not really a fan of the characters besides Jarvis and his sister. The rest are just meh, you know. But overall, a good film, good ending. We get Jarvis. He's a really good character. We all love Jarvis, and yeah. So, New Beginning. New Beginning is either hated or loved. Never in the middle. I've never seen a list where it has it in the middle. I'm gonna put it in the middle, just cause I think it's underrated. Cause yeah, it has some weird shit like the kid with the candy and the guy going crazy and killing the kid and whatever, and then it turns out the kid's dad is the one who's being Jason, and we don't really have Jason. It's an imposter, but I actually like that. It's creative, uh, something different because we already had four films, so that, I'm pretty sure they didn't want to do like another part part three, like another just normal movie. They wanted to do something different. I appreciate that. I like the whole mystery imposter thing, and yeah, it's an okay movie. So that's part five. We're gonna go to part six, which is my second favorite Friday film. So it's gonna go over here next to the first part. Oh, there we go. Man, this is a fun movie to watch. Probably the funnest one to watch. Characters, we get Jarvis back, older Jarvis. We get, man, I forget the names of the characters, but the the sheriff's son, the son. Wow, I said son. The sheriff's daughter. She's badass. We get Alice Cooper, man behind the mask. Like it has godly soundtrack. Um, solid storyline. Really interesting. Funny. Has a lot of humor, and yeah, it's one of my favorite. These two are my favorites so far. As of right now, these two are my favorites. So yeah, Jason Lives, one that I like to go back to a lot. And the first one, it's a classic. Like, come on. So that's part six. We're gonna go to part seven. Um, I know a lot of people that like part seven, and I know a lot of people that don't. It's like New Beginning, where either you hate it or you love it. I'm in the middle with this one. I I think it's better than New Beginning. I don't know if it's better. I'm gonna leave it here for now. I get why people like it. Um, the design of the Jason in this one is god tier. Um, lots of um, lots of action, lots of boredom too. Because I'll be real with you guys. I don't really come back to this one too much. I don't really like the idea of having this girl that's basically Carrie go against him, and the whole storyline, and the dad going like appearing in the lake and shit. Like, no, I just don't like that. No, it was pretty boring. It has some, I will say though that this movie has some solid kills, but I'm not interested in this phony Carrie girl going against him, and it's just it's better than the rest of these over here. But yeah, I'll leave it there for now. So that's part. This is part six, part seven. Okay, part eight. Now this is where it gets. This is where it starts going really downhill. So Jason Takes Manhattan. It is total trash. It is total trash. Um, the first time I watched it, though, I will admit that I enjoyed it. But then when I came back to it, I just yeah, it's really boring. It's not even in Manhattan. It's in Vancouver. Jason takes a bow, like people call it. It's I will say though that there are some scenes that I like the dance, the the part where the girl goes to the dance floor with the disco ball, and then she's like looking around, looking for him and stuff. Like there's some things that are cool, but overall it's just bad. Like it also has the punch kill, where Jason just punches the guy and the head just flies off. So that's cool too. But overall, pretty terrible. False marketing because they didn't have the money to film in New York, so I heard, and they had to settle for Vancouver, which is not like New York at all. And most of the movie is in a boat. Characters are I don't even care about the characters. So I mean, it's trash. Let's be real. Jason Goes to Hell. Wow, this is even worse than Manhattan. Um, there are some people that actually like this film, but it never reaches like the top 4 or 5. Like let's be real, guys. This is a total trash. Um, I didn't care about the characters. Jason dies like the first 10 minutes of the film. Then he comes back for the last 10 minutes. Um, he's basically a fucking demon slug, like possessing people, and it's just bad, man. It's really bad. It is honestly really bad. And then it gets even worse with Jason X, which people actually watch and enjoy. I've seen people put it in like good or like okay, but I can't. I get why people do that because it's funny. I just find it totally ridiculous that Jason is going to space. They take him to space. He's in space, and this whole comedy they have, it doesn't feel like a horror movie. It just feels like a horror comedy, or like I don't even know, man. It's so bad, man. I don't even know why they take him to space, and that happens with a lot of horror movies. They end up in space for some reason. I don't know why, man. I mean, there's always something you can do that will probably be better and more interesting than space, but it is what it is. Jason X. Um, then we got Freddy versus Jason. This is more of a Freddy movie than a Jason movie. Jason's just there. He kills people and but it's more of a Freddy movie. You can tell if you watch it, you know that it's more of a Freddy movie. They focus more on Freddy and the dreams and whatever. And the fight is, the fight is okay. They made Freddy like they just and I feel like they were more biased in this movie towards Freddy. So Freddy was beating Jason like almost the whole fight. So it wasn't like a medium, like a happy medium where one fought and it gave him a few punches and then the other one did. Like that's what I wanted to see. I didn't really want to see like Freddy just going nuts until the end where he gets like the his arms ripped and whatever. But yeah, it's a bad movie. But it is better than Jason X, and it's better than Manhattan and all that shit. So I'll put it over here. And then the final Friday, we got the remake, the reboot, whatever you want to call it, Friday the 13th. It's I'll put it in meh. I'll put it in meh. I might change this right after I talk about this one. So let me talk about this one real quick. I've seen it once. And basically, Jason is taking captives. He has a captive underground tunnels. Like my boy is I like 1,000 IQ, bro. Like he has tunnels. He has traps. He's like smart and shit. And like I'm not saying he's like dumb as fuck. I'm just saying that I don't know the way they portrayed him. I mean, I like the whole jacket thing. I like that shit. But characters were meh. I don't love the characters. The plot of the guy trying to find his sister, that's interesting. I'll take it. But it's just a mad movie. Movie is mostly dark. There's barely any daylight. Like the only scenes I remember having daylight is when the guy's in the gas station and he's asking for his sister, and where Jason gets tied up in the scene where they fight in the end. I think it was daytime. I'm not sure. I don't know, man. I watched it like 2 months ago. But yeah, it's a man movie. Now let me look at this again. So Jason X, horrible, 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 but better than the previous ones we have over here. This meh, New Beginning, this is a personal, this is a personal tier list. It's not, it's mostly just based on my opinion on each movie. It's not like, it has professional reviews or anything, and I'm looking into details and shit. No, I'm just making this for fun, and because I like horror movies and I like Friday the 13th, so I'm just gonna leave New Beginning in front of this one because I rather watch New Beginning, even though it has its flaws. Part three, Final Chapter, way better than Friday the 13th Part three. I watch Part two more than Final Chapter. Jason Lives better than Part two, and then this is a classic. Like the first one, characters are godly. It Betsy Palmer, I love her. I love her character. I love the fight. She's terrifying. Um, and we have this soundtrack. The end theme for this movie is bomb, bro. Like one of the best scores of all time. And then we have obviously the classic scene where Jason get pulls the lady from the boat, and it's just a dream. So yeah, that's gonna be it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this tier list. I'll be making more. If you have any request, anything you guys want to say, if you agree with my list, if you don't, leave it in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.